next up, we have Outstanding Directing for a Drama Series. Now, this one, much like The Pit in the writing category, it also has 2 episodes, and Severance has 2 episodes. We
Mm.
got a lot of great directing that wants to be acknowledged here. So,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
the nominees are Andor, 2 episodes of The Pit, 2 episodes of Severance, Slow Horses, and The White Lotus.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 episodes of Severance are Ben Stiller for Cold Harbor and Jessica Lee Gagne for Chikhai Bardo.
Okay,
Hmm.
so as we were applauding the two submission thing being a way to pave for us, now I'm nervous because we have two in, and it's like, oh no, 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 no,
Yeah,
no, 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 don't split the vote. And listen, both directors great, both very different episodes. I get
yeah,
why they both made it in, but also it's just like, now this makes me nervous that maybe we'll be a victim of our
yeah,
own circumstance. I don't know. I don't know.
yeah. May go to one of the other 3 shows because I think the Pit and Severance are the front runners, but they
Yeah,
both have 2 in the category.
yeah. Wouldn't it be wild? I don't even want to say it, but wouldn't it be wild if we both split and then something like Slow Horses made
Well,
its way
that's what
up
I'm
there?
saying. I think it could be any of the other 3 shows nominated in this one
Not
because of
White
that.
Lotus, though. Please.
Not
Oh, I'd
not
be
White
mad.
Lotus. Let's see what is nominated from the White Lotus because
Hopefully, that's not
again,
the
that
same
is the one
episode.
other show that Rodney and I have both watched. So this one is Amor Fati. It's the season 3 finale. Okay,
Oh, the
got it.
finale. Okay. All
Yeah,
right. Okay. That was of the episodes a more interestingly directed
yeah,
episode. So I'll
yeah.
give it that.
Hmm.
I'll give it that. Doesn't excuse the rest of the season, but Amor Fati did their thing with that episode as
Yeah, I think similarly to Cold Harbor, there was a lot of things to juggle in that episode,
true.
directing wise. So,
I guess it's
um,
similar in the way of Severance as like it's like all these threads coming together at that final episode. So,
yeah. Well, let me ask you this then.
mm,
Okay, obviously we want Severance to win.
of course,
Which of the 2 are you pulling for?
it is tricky. I enjoy both. Okay, I'll give one personal reason and one practical reason, and they both kind of lean in the same direction. Personally, I like Cold Harbor as an episode more than I like Chikai Bardo. I know Chikai Bardo was a big favorite for a lot of people, and it is a great episode. It
Hmm.
just it might just barely crack my top three for this
Hmm.
season. Certainly in the top five, but like it was I don't know. I think it's brilliant and brilliantly achieved. But if I were going just on like favorite and vibes, I'd go Cold Harbor. But on a technical, practical sense, I do also feel kind of like we were saying for White Lotus that there was just a lot of moving parts in Cold Harbor, which does
Hmm.
require very deft directing to execute well.
Yeah.
And while Chikai Bardo did have a lot of elements too, it was more thematic. And in a way, I maybe feel like more of the editing kind of took you through it. And I'm
Okay.
not to take away from Jessica Lee Gagne directing,
Hmm.
but again, it's like it's such a razor thin margin of difference. But
Right.
I feel like what Ben had to tackle in Cold Harbor and how flawlessly it came off to where all the moving parts like interconnected to where you didn't see the seams, that would have done it for me. And if I
Yeah.
were them and was only going to submit one episode, I might have just submitted just Cold Harbor and took my chances. But
Yeah.
what do
I
you think?
think I agree with you on Cold Harbor 100%. I think for Chikai Bardo, and we talked about this a little bit during the Creative Arts Emmys,
Mm-hmm.
where that editing category that they lost wholly because they submitted 3 episodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cold Harbor, Chikai Bardo, and Attila. I felt like for editing, I would have chosen Cold Harbor over Chikai Bardo because I think the
Mm-hmm.
things that I like about Chikai Bardo, I attributed more to direction and
Direction.
cinematography than editing. But as you describe how, like, the editing seamlessly moved it from one piece to the other, I that's not to say, oh, the editing's bad. You know what I mean?
No, yeah,
Um, but so but I don't necessarily think that means
right. I get what you
I
mean.
think
And
the direction is better. You know what I mean? I
right.
just,
I get what you
I
mean.
outstanding direction for both episodes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And Jessica Lee Gagne, I think what it is too is her directing is so stylistic because she does come from a DP cinematography
yeah,
background that she probably directed with the edit in mind. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So it's like she probably navigated the scene so that the editor could
yeah,
seamlessly fit it together. So I can see where that line gets
yeah.
blurred.
Yeah, and you know what I was gonna say? I feel like my confusion there is like me not really fully knowing what goes into what. I think in practice, the very few things that I have directed, I have also edited because, small
Mm-hmm.
project filmmaker, right? But
Right, right, right.
so I'm like, how I don't know like where the lines are
Yeah.
for the real
I
professionals.
I think when you have a director who comes from a cinematography background, they're always thinking about what's going into the
Yeah,
edit bay.
yeah.
So they can navigate the scenes so that it maybe takes
Hmm.
a little bit of the pressure off of the editor, or it gives
Yeah.
the editor a clear focus of where you want it to go. So in a
Hmm.
way, you're right. That is a director thing where it's like, oh, I'm going to shape it so that when you get it, it's not indistinct what I want you to do with
Yeah.
it. It's pretty
Yeah.
much right there. So yeah, I give that to you. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully one of them take it, please.
Come on. Please. I hope. I hope so.